This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by the Topsfield Fair.
At the Topsfield Fair, fun is around every corner. Experience the thrills, flavors, and entertainment you won't forget. From award-winning bites to exciting live shows, prize-winning fun awaits you at the Topsfield Fair, October 3rd to the 13th.
Well, you've been seeing a lot of the Topsfield Fair here at 1 Degree Outside, and we are so proud to partner with them again this year. Opening day on Friday, and the weekend weather looks spectacular. Sunshine all 3 days. Friday in the lower 70s, Saturday in the upper 70s. Sunday, we push 80 plus. Low humidity each day. No precipitation to worry about. A light wind and low humidity means it's also going to cool off nicely during the evening for kind of classic fall weather to enjoy at the fair. Get your tickets by clicking right on the banner ad in our 14-day and hourly forecast in the app or topsfieldfair.org. Meanwhile, mild again for our Tuesday. Then we turn noticeably cooler Wednesday and Thursday. Another warm-up after that, like we just saw for the Topsfield opening weekend and for all of us across New England for Friday, Saturday into Sunday. Big weather headline this week is the big surf and dangerous rip currents, and that's because of the tropical systems down to our south. So predicted wave heights offshore on Tuesday, bumping up 6 to 8 feet, particularly along the south coast. They will peak Wednesday into early Thursday. Look at this, 9, 11, 13-foot seas offshore, closer to the coastline. Wilkinson Basin's talking about 8-foot seas, 9-foot seas at Jordan Basin. Even at the coastline, we're talking 3 to 6-foot breaking waves and life-threatening rip currents here. By the time we get to Friday, things will ease just slightly. Offshore still 4 to 8-foot seas, and close to the coastline about 2 to 4-foot seas, easing even more after that. And that's because Humberto is a powerhouse storm, Category 4 hurricane, going to be taking a curve off eventually to the north and northeast, making its closest pass to New England by the time we get to Tuesday night into early Wednesday, about 500 to 600 miles off to our south and east, still a Category 2 at that point. So the size and strength kind of pushing that ocean waves outside of the storm center. We're talking about 20 to 30-foot seas. So yes, the rip current risk remains, particularly for Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday, and then easing after that. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Imelda taking a sharp curve north and then northeast. So Bermuda under the gun here will likely undergo some gradual strengthening to a Category 1 storm and then curve off to the north and east. So that also bringing rip currents up and down the eastern seaboard, really from the mid-Atlantic down across the southeastern United States, where obviously the surge and the wind is less of an impact with the track offshore. That said, there will still be some downpours and some pockets of rain hugging the coastline. Heaviest rain by far is off of the coastline, but there may be some isolated flooding that occurs here for the Outer Banks and then literally hugging the coastline of South Carolina over the next 24 to 48 hours. There go both of those storms. High pressure building in for us. That backdoor cold front Matt talked about yesterday comes in, so that does cool us down. And it means some frost possibility that we'll take a look at here through the middle part of the week as well. No precipitation for the next several days. Not good news for the drought as high pressure does build southward here. And then again, on the back side of it, we get that warming trend towards the end of the week and the upcoming weekend. High temperatures for our Tuesday, 60s north, 70s south. The wind shifts out of the northeast, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Overnight Tuesday night, 40s to lower 50s in southern New England, but notice the 30s far northern New England, some of interior western New England. So the blue shaded areas show the pockets of frost for Tuesday night, mainly confined to northern New England, but a couple of isolated spots here in southern Vermont are possible. Wednesday, high temperatures only in the 60s. So a below average day. I'd say most of us are like 60 to 65. And the wind does kick up a bit, 10 to 20 miles per hour, particularly at the coastline. 50s for high temperatures from Greenville back up to Caribou. Wednesday night's chilly, widespread 30s, even through the interior of southern New England where the wind is lighter too. And so that does spell frost. Closer you are to the coastline, we're in the 40s. So the frost is more widespread on Wednesday night. All of northern New England, hard freeze actually, where we've already had it in spots in the North Country, but then through western New Hampshire and then perhaps down into far northern Massachusetts, Route 2 quarter into the Berkshires as well as we dip back into the mid 30s in those areas too. Thursday, 60 to 65 again, lots of sunshine. So beautiful looking day, just cool, kind of crisp fall weather. Friday, we're up around 70 degrees. So we start that turnaround. The wind's going to be out of the west, so typically a warmer wind direction, then out of the southwest for the upcoming weekend. By the way, Thursday night, there may still be a little more frost, and we'll take a look at that in the coming days, primarily through the interior in northern New England. Merchandise, sweatshirts, t-shirts, gift cards, Sizes, colors to choose from. Check it out all at swag.onedegreeoutside.com.